This is a Pubcast Shot. I'm John Loomer. Features don't sell, but pain does. Let's go. So if you're responsible for ads, but you're not a natural salesperson, this episode is for you. Now, I'm 14 years into my business, and I can honestly say that I was guilty of this for most of my time doing this, and maybe still guilty of it sometimes. I don't like to sell, and I'm uncomfortable doing it. The result is that I don't know how to sell. And when you don't know how to sell, you lead with features instead of pain points. You focus on what your thing does instead of how it solves a problem. This is important because language and psychology may have a greater role with meta ads now than ever before. The algorithm learns from the people who perform the action that you want, as defined by your performance goal. And you get the right people to perform the action that you want with carefully worded ads. As someone who wasn't trained in sales or marketing, these lessons weren't easy to learn. And you may get a better explanation of this from someone who was trained in those areas. But I can tell you firsthand that this works. First, let's discuss exactly what it is that advertisers are doing wrong. I was doing this, and I still have to be conscious about this now. You might be doing it too. So it's natural to lead with features. What is it that your product does? What makes it different? What are the benefits? This sounds great, especially to product people, and you might naturally assume that's the right approach because people need to know why our product is so good. But the reality is that features don't move the needle. Now let's consider my Power Hitters Club Elite membership as an example. Historically, I promoted it by focusing on the benefits: a private Facebook group, weekly strategy sessions, weekly webinar, access to my training library, access to JohnBot, a chatbot trained on my content, and discounts on one-on-one sessions with me. I'd run through all those benefits because I felt that that would help people understand the value. That's what they need to convince them to sign up. And whenever I wanted to increase signups, I think about how I could add more value. So I'd create another feature or another benefit that I could add to the list. And I'd always be surprised that it didn't really matter. So what should I have done? And what should you do? Lead with pain points. So what is the common problem that your customers face? Now let's go back to how I could promote a membership better. Previously, I would rattle off all the features and the benefits. But what are the pain points that these people are facing? Inconsistent results, performance drop-offs, wasted money, can't keep up with all the changes, falling behind, overwhelmed by conflicting advice, tracking, reporting, and attribution problems, a distrust of the algorithm, and on and on. It's not hard to come up with them. These are all common problems that advertisers face. You're probably facing them too. They're problems that members of my community likely face in one way or another. Now, these pain points by themselves won't move the needle. They may get a potential customer's attention because this is pain that they fully understand, but it doesn't mean they'll get their credit card out to pay me. The next element is the solution. Now, this is where we can tie in the features and the benefits to show why they're important. Let's use some of those pain points and tie back membership benefits. The first pain point: inconsistent results. The solution: weekly strategy sessions to troubleshoot live with others who've seen the same inconsistencies and learned how to fix them. Another pain point: can't keep up with the changes. Solution: weekly webinars where I'll cover everything that has changed, why it matters, and how you can apply it to your advertising. Pain point: performance drop-offs. Results were great, but now nothing works. Solution: book a private session with me at a discount for members, and we'll come up with a path ahead together. So we have the pain point. we have the solution, but we're missing one thing. How does it feel? Emotion drives connection and actions. The pain points can get to the frustration and anxiety, but let's be clear about how you feel once you've gotten that solution. The peace of mind, confidence, relaxation, pride. The end goal is to solve a problem. Yeah, but it's also to feel better about things. I did a whole lot of this with an email promotion of my membership recently. I asked people to imagine themselves in these positive situations. More clarity and less confusion. More support. And you know what? It struck a chord. So here's the bottom of the glass. Take a second look at the ads that you're running right now. How do they reflect these three elements? Do they focus on a pain point? Do they provide a solution for that pain point? Do they focus on the feelings of moving from that pain point to the solution? Your homework is to rework at least one of your ads and take this approach. Focus on a single pain point and solution per ad, then report back. And oh yeah, if you experience any of these pain points that I discussed regarding advertising, like inconsistent results, wasted money, confusion, falling behind, guess what? Power Hitters Club Elite is here for you. Learn more at johnloomer.com/elite. Do you have a podcast? Are you looking for guests? Do you think that, I don't know, maybe I would be a good guest for your show? We should talk. So while I don't have guests on my show these days, because really this is about streamlining this show as much as possible to make it as easy as I can, one of my favorite things is to be a guest on other people's show. My ideal situation isn't the most famous, most popular, although that would be nice too. It's the host is someone who has already been reading my stuff, has been listening to the pubcast, maybe watching my videos, and so fully aware of my history, so it's not a matter of me introducing myself to you again. Because a lot of times when we talk about interviewing marketers, there's an assumption about the certain things that people believe. And I don't think I'm your typical marketer. I'm a bit of an accidental marketer that does things a little bit differently. If you kind of resonate with that and you think I'd be good for your show, reach out. Let's talk. Maybe it's a fit, maybe not. Send me an email at me@johnloomer.com. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, do awesome things. I'm out.